Yo, what's up everybody, it's Revibebeast here, back again with another video. Today, you guys are just watching another Infinite Warfare, gameplay, blah blah blah. Anyway, so, honestly, let me start off the video by saying, I really kind of am liking Infinite Warfare. Like, it's a lot of fun. Especially when you're, like, just sniping. Like, honestly, it's a lot of fun. Sorry, anyway, so today I want to talk about my first time smoking weed. So this was back in, I think 7th grade. I was like 14, blah, blah, blah. I was a little older, than most of the kids because I was held back, but, so let's, pretty much what happened is I had a friend and, hold on, I'm sorry, I got a lot of, I'm not feeling too good right now, so like I got a lot of mucus, so I like to spit it out. It's some, it's me being sick, but anyway, so I was older than a lot of people, like pretty much everybody in my damn class, right? So I had this one friend, and he's always like, he's really super chill. We used to play like computer games and shit like that, and then I was like, hey. I was like, I'm trying to smoke some weed, I heard about it through a friend of a friend, and he's like, bro, I got you, and I was like, what? No way. Pretty much, we ended up walking from school, and, because I didn't live too far from my middle school, I still don't, it's probably about a 10-minute walk, so, pretty much what happened was we walked down this path, and there's always this path everybody goes to smoke on, pretty much. Everybody in my hometown. Or back that long ago anyway. So if you lived in my little hometown, which is like 1,200 people. It doesn't seem like a lot, but there's like the next town over, which is like probably like 20, not even 20 minutes, like a 10-minute drive. But so anyway, we went down this path, right? This kid pulls out like a brick, like dead ass a brick. It's a fucking Ziploc bag. It looks like a brick. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've never seen weed before, so I was like, dude, that shit's like fucking like a brick. And I smelt it. I was like, dude, that smells like a fucking skunk, bro. Like first thing out of my mouth, I smelt it. I was like, that smells like some straight up skunk. This is probably like, looking back on it, this is probably the worst weed that I ever had, but it was definitely some fucking homo borderline fucking dirt weed, pretty much. And he didn't know how to roll, and I was like, dude, we had rolling papers at that time, so I was like, bro, let me try to roll. And at that time he had a grinder, so I was like, all right, that's the first time ever using the grinder too, but I was using it. I pulled out he pulled out the king size paper. So I was like, goddamn. So I put the weed in the fucking paper, and I was like, I honestly don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna try. He's like, well, he tried to explain it. He's like, I just can't do it. And so pretty much he explained that where to lick and everything, and I was like, all right. So I pretty much like put the weed in there. It took me like 3 minutes at most. And I rolled it up, and it honestly was like a perfect fucking cone. Like I didn't even mean to make it a cone. And he's like, what the fuck, have you ever smoked before? I was like, nah. So I didn't know really anything. I didn't really know how to do anything. So so after I rolled it up, we started smoking, and I got the first hit because I rolled it. And I was like, I just sat there, and I was like, because I smoked cigarettes at this time before. Like I was pretty into cigarettes, so I kind of was just like, I hit it, and I was like, I was like, whoa. It tasted so bad. Like it tasted like fucking, I don't even know like how to explain it, but it tasted horrible. And anyway, so honestly the worst weed I ever hit. It tasted like literally dirt. Tasted like dirt cheap asshole. So, but we were smoking the joint. We were like, all right, this is cool. This is all right. And then, so pretty much, we started walking towards my house after we got done hitting it. And I swear, for like the first, like, I think it was the first like 10 minutes, I was like, dude, I don't feel anything. He's like, dude, I'm high as shit. He's like flipping shit. He's over there like barely being able to walking in zigzags. I didn't feel shit for like, I think 10 minutes. And there's like these barricades. They're like big yellow blocks. So we go past the first one. And we went halfway down the path and we smoked. And then about the second barricade, it's about a mile path, So I was like, bro. He's like, what? I was like, I feel it. He's like, what? No way. And I was like, yeah, dude. I honestly didn't know what was going on. I was like, everything was just so trippy to me. I was like, whoa, dude. I was like, bro. I was tripped out. I was so fucking high. So we ended up not going to my house right away. We ended up going to, like, walking down this concrete drainage path thing all the way down to the park. And we went and sat in this little, in the playground thing. We were sitting there, and I was like, dude, like, I put my arm onto I was grabbing the bar, and I was just sitting there, and I was on my phone, he was on his phone, we were talking, and we were talking about, like, girls and stuff or whatever. And, pretty much I was like, I looked over to my left, I was like, bro. He's like, what? I was like, I didn't even realize I had an arm. And then we were like, he was like laughing at his ass off, bro. Like, I mean, literally for like 20 minutes, we were just laughing. This is when it kind of got bad. So this lady came with a kid or whatever, and we were like, bro, there's someone here. And he was like, bro. He was flipping shit, and I was just like, bro, just chill. Just chill. We'll be alright. And she came up, she's like, why you guys up here? And I was like, So pretty much I stuttered like a motherfucker, and I was like, we're just hanging out. She's like, well, can you get off so my kid can play? And I was like, dude, it's for everybody, though. She's like, dude, you're like 14. Or no, she said I was like 13 or some shit. And I was like, alright, whatever. So we started walking to my house. And, I guess this lady ended up calling the cops. So pretty much, we're walking home. And, my little town has a little police station, and all we hear, we look behind us, there's a black and white car. I was like, oh shit. And then all you see is red and blue lights, bro. Red and blue lights. And we're like, fuck. So pretty much, I was like, bro, we're about to get caught. Like, we need to chill. And I told him, I was like, let me do the talk. He's like, dude, this is the first time smoking, let me do it. I was like, no. Because he was tripping out still. So I was like, nah. And then the cop pulled up. He got out of the car. He's like, so I got a call that you guys were, like, disturbing the peace or some shit like that at the local park. And I was like, disturbing the peace? That's some bull crap. I actually said bullshit, but... And then the cop was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I was like, we were sitting up there. We were just sitting at, like, down, hanging out, And he's like, oh. I was like, yeah, this one lady came up to us, started being really rude. I was like, she kind of reminded me of a hoochie, and the cop literally starts laughing. He's like, dude, that's on. He's like, dude, that's funny. All right, I get you, like, but just don't be going to the park when there's little kids, blah blah blah. Don't be messing around with, like, pedestrians and shit like that. Like, if they're there, like, just do your own thing and let them do their own thing unless they talk to you. But there's nothing wrong with you guys being there, blah, blah, blah. So, and then he's like, well, I'll see you guys later. And I shook his hand. He shook his hand. We were like, we're out. We got home. And, dude, honestly, I can't believe we got away with it. Like, we had weed on us and shit, bro. But it was crazy. It was freaking insane.